Okay. Today is a very sad day. Today is one of those days that we saw coming. It is one of those days which ideally should shake us, ideally should cause us to be moved. But again, it's one of those days that emboldens us. It is one of those days that get us to actually realize that the struggle that we are involved in is for real, that the struggle we are involved in is worth it every step of the way. This clearly shows that whatever we are holding, we should hold tighter. So this morning, we had an engagement with youth leaders from Nakawa division. And they asked to meet our team leader, the president of the National Unity Platform. And so we organized for that meeting. Many of you media colleagues were around. And we were interacting with them. They were sharing their experiences. These are the ones that were voted at youth council level on the NUP ticket. And so they asked to meet their team leader. And today was the meeting. And so in our continuous interactions with them, that's how we learned that police and the army had surrounded our headquarters in huge droves. We asked somebody to do a count, and they could not do a complete count. We anyhow continued with our activity because we are a party, we are a registered party, and so party activities should be able to continue. So the party president meeting leaders within the party is not an offense, it's not a crime. When you go to the NRM secretariat, work is ongoing and leaders are meeting different people, those that are grieved, through their primaries and all of that. And so our party activities were ongoing. And of course, as we continued with the interaction together with the youth leaders, that's how now police and the army broke into our premises. They pushed the gate. I'm told they cut a number of places. And of course, we had to make sure we be secure in a number of places within. Because this is what happened in Arua. They broke into the hotel where Honorable Chagulanyi and the rest of the colleagues were, and the rest, as you know, you saw what happened. They got them, tortured them, arrested them, and all of that. And also, we learned of another ploy, because tomorrow is nominations. Tomorrow and Friday, nominations for parliamentary candidates. Myself, I'll be nominated tomorrow with the mayor of Nakawa, who is an aspiring member of parliament for Nakawa East, and a couple of others that were in this place, So perhaps the other plan was also to probably get us arrested so we get to miss the nominations, because once you're not available in person to get nominated, you get to miss out. And of course, several other plans that they did have. And that's how we had to make sure we are safe in a number of other places. And our president, Honorable Chagulanyi Sentamu. And the rest, as you saw, police and the army broke into. They have taken paraphernalia, that is red berets, T-shirts. They have taken documents. So many documents. We are still trying to establish exactly. They also broke into Honorable Chagulanyi's office, which had many sensitive documents. We were preparing to take his signatures that we have collected from different parts of the country to the Electoral Commission on Friday. And many of those documents are now missing. We are yet to hear from police why they did this, why they had to raid our place, take our paraphernalia, but most importantly, take documents, very critical documents, because nominations are coming up. Some of our MP aspirants have brought their documents to be signed. All of those have been taken. And like I've said, also, majority of the signatures that had come in for Honorable Chagulanyi Sentamu that were locked up somewhere in his office. All of those have been taken. You saw the police truck that was brought, and they put all those documents and taken them there. We don't know if those documents are under arrest. We don't know if police now has become... These documents are supposed to be taken to the Electoral Commission. These signatures are supposed to be taken to the Electoral Commission to verify. So we don't know whether police is saying that now they are doing the work of the Electoral Commission to look at these documents, to verify and all of that. We are yet to hear from them what the motive behind this was. As far as we are concerned, like I've said, we are a political party, properly registered, operating within the law. And whenever security has called on us, whenever the Electoral Commission has called on us for interactions as a registered party, we have gone and interfaced with them because we like to be law-abiding. We want change that happens within the law. We don't like to be like Mr. Museveni and the others who picked up guns, went to the bush, shed blood, and that's how they took power. We want to be different, and that's our quest. That's our intention. But clearly, the state continues to push us to the wall. And like I've said, it's not very surprising the things that they're doing because they're in absolute fear. Absolute fear. They began by dismissing us and saying, Changulanyi, the Senyunyis, and the rest of you, People Power, NUP, those are young fellows, they don't know what they're up to. Ugandans know what they want. And for us, we quietly continued to do what we had to do. And with time, they have actually realized that Ugandans are interested in change. They are very hungry for change. But they also love the person of Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. They love People Power, they have embraced it, and they have embraced NUP, and they're desirous for change. Now, any government, any regime, especially a dictatorial one like the one we have here, would obviously have to be scared. So it's not surprising the things that they do. Take our documents, cause intimidation and all of that. That shows that they are in fear. If they were not afraid of us, as People Power, as NUP, obviously, they would have no business coming here and doing all the things that they are doing, breaking into our offices, taking documents. They would have no reason to do that. And so for us, as far as we are concerned, it has become very clear to us that we are a threat to this regime, and wherever we are holding, we should hold tighter. And as we try and make a very good assessment of what has happened, what they have taken, and as we wait to hear from police, our call to Ugandans out there is be stronger. All these activities, all these things should show you that what we are involved in is real, that the people we are up against are extremely scared of us, and that's why they're doing the things that they're doing. So Ugandans out there, be very strong, be bold, knowing that what we are up to, the change that we are seeking, is around the corner. Otherwise, these people would not be in panic, they will not be doing all the things that they are doing, all right? And for us, like I'm saying, we're not going to be like them. We are peaceful, we are organized, we are lawful, and we are going to achieve that change. Come rain, come shine.
People power, our power. Our power, people power.
I would like to appreciate the young people that were in this place. You know, they keep making the allegation that People Power, NUP, those young fellows, they are violent and all of that. And they tried to push the young people that were in this place to the wall. Actually, we got information that police planted in them some others to try and provoke them. Say, come on, let's engage these guys, let's fight and all of that. And our young people said, no, we are peaceful, we have not broken any law by being at our party headquarters and meeting our party president. And the change that we want, we are going to achieve it peacefully. And that's who we are. So the state will keep branding us all the things that they brand us. And today, it's been very clear who is violent and who is not. Our young people were very peaceful, they remained seated, they were provoked, but they remained calm. Meanwhile, police was breaking into, they had all these machines, grinders, cutting their way through. So it has become very obvious to Ugandans out there who the violent ones are and who the peaceful ones are. The long and short, all these things that the state keeps doing, their intention is to weaken us, their intention is to cut our speed, their intention is to cause us to lose stamina and to lose our balance. Unfortunately for them, all these things that they are doing are only emboldening us, they are strengthening our resolve, they are causing us to become a lot more brave and a lot more courageous about what we are doing. And they will do whatever they have to do. But like somebody once said, nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. Nothing, and I repeat, nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. The time for Uganda is change. Ugandans are saying they have had enough of the 35-year rule of Mr. Museveni and the other Bushmen that he took power with. Ugandans are saying you have been around, you have done what you have been able to do, you have caused as much mess as you have been able to do. It's time for change. And while the regime will keep clutching on straws to try and frustrate that change, I want to repeat to them that nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. Saddam Hussein did this and a lot more. Omar Bashir in Sudan did this and a lot more. Muammar Gaddafi of Libya did these things and a lot more. But today they are all history. So our message to President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the outgoing president of Uganda: you will do all these things and a lot more. But our resolve is strong. And like we are saying, nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. It's time for change. And that change is going to happen. Luckily for us, like I'm saying, we are different from you. We are not going to shed blood. We are not going to kill people to take power. No, we are peaceful. We are law-abiding. And we are also civil. We are civilized. We are not like the Bushmen. We are going to achieve this change peacefully. So let's be strong Ugandans. Let's be resolute. Let's be emboldened. Let's be stronger than ever before. These things here should not weaken us. They should not weaken our resolve. They should not shake us. They should, if anything, cause us to become stronger and push for change a lot more. That if our parents have not been able to witness a transition, a peaceful transition, our children should be able to see that. And so it's your responsibility, it's my responsibility to make sure that that change gets to happen. Uganda. Olunaku olwaleero tubadde n'abavubuka abava mu division y'e Nakawa, abavubuka abaawangula ebifo bya youth councils ku byalo nga bakozesa kaadi flaga eya NUP. Basaba okusisinkana president w'ekibiina kyaffe Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu era n'abawa olunaku olwaleero. So bazze leero okuva mu Nakawa West, okuva mu Nakawa East, bano bakulembeze b'abavubuka nga bazze okusisinkana omukulembeze waabwe, omukulembeze w'ekibiina kyabwe, bawayeemuko nabo. Era kitubaddeko wano kubanga nga NUP tuli kibiina ekiwandiike ekiri mu mateeka, era activities z'ekibiina zino genda mu maaso. Era nga bw'ova wano n'ogenda ku kitebe kya NRM osanga nga batambuza emirimu gyabwe nga NRM, wali abaliyo bano bemulugunya biki bya primaries n'abalala n'ebitebe ebirala byonna. So n'ekitebe ekyaffe nga kikwasaganya emirimu gyakyo, era kwe kukyaza abakulembeze b'abavubuka okuva mu Nakawa division ababaddewo olunaku olwaleero. Ne tubadde tukyali awo ne tufuna amawulire nti poliisi n'amagye batusazeeko beetoolodde ekitebe kyaffe kyonna nga bakizinzeeko. Tugamba ati kiki batwagaza ki bano? Eno tugamba ffe tugende maaso n'olukiiko lwaffe kubanga teri mateeka ge tubadde tumenya. Naye tubadde tukyali awo, poliisi n'amagye ne batandika okusindika geeti yaffe ne bagisala n'ogisala okuyingira munda. Of course ng'abakulembeze ne bannaffe abalala tugezezaako kulaba nti tubeera safe bulungi. So nga mbadde ngamba nti ng'abakulembeze bwe twajjukira of course ebyali mu Arua, poliisi n'amagye byasalako woteeri Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu gye yalimu, ne bamenya ebisenge byonna ne babajjamu ne bawakuba yasindika ne bamukuba amasasi nga tulina okwekengera. Ate nga n'ekirala enkya nominations ku Lwokuna n'Olwokutaano ez'abo abegwanyiza entebe z'obwababaka ba Parliament. Nze kama kwogera ngenda kubeera nominated okwewandiisa enkya kubeera omubaka wa Nakawa West. Twabadde n'owekitiibwa Ronald Nsubuga bali mwezo agenda naye kwewandiisa fuko omubaka owa Nakawa East n'abalala babaddewo. So ate nga twafunye ku mawulire nti poliisi ng'ekolagana ne bannaffe betuvuganya nabo bagezeeko batukwate batulemese okwewandiisa kubanga bw'oba toliiwo sekinnoomu gwagenda okwesimbawo oba baba tebajja kuwandiisa ne bw'ona ogenda mu kooti naki amateeka gagamba olina okubanga wooli. So nga tulina okubyekengera ebyo byonna. Of course tufunye we tugenze poliisi n'amagye ne bayingira ne batandika okumenya nga basala enzigi za office zaffe ne bayingiramu ne bajjamu ebintu ebyenjawulo bajjemu obukofiira obumyufu t-shirt n'ebirala bajjemu documents ebiwandiiko ebyenjawulo tulina bannaffe abagenda okwenominatinga enkya n'olwokutaano ababadde baleese ebiwandiiko byabwe tubisayininge ng'ekibiina secretary general waffe ebisinga ebyo babitutte twabadde tucollectinze signatures eziwerera ddala eza honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bamenye ofiisi ye naye ne bayingirayo ne babitwala kati of course tugezaako okwebuuza poliisi kino yakikoze etya tebaze na search warrant oba ki batutte ebintu bino byonna n'ebiwandiiko n'ebirala ebintu bino electoral commission ebivunaanyizibwako era bannaffe ababadde bagenda okubeera nominated babadde bagenda bitwala ku electoral commission ndi signatures eza honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu zitwabadde tufunye nazo nga zigenda twalibwa ku kakiiko k'ebyokulonda naye ate kati poliisi ebitutte kati twebuuza poliisi etandise kukola mulimu gwa kakiiko k'ebyokulonda kubanga ebintu ebyo byonna ebiwandiiko ne signatures byonna nga tulina bitwalira electoral commission ebiverifying ebyekkeneenye ekakase nti signatures zino mu voters register mu ebiri n'ebirala naye kati poliisi ebitutte kati tugezaako kwebuuza tetunawulira kuva eri poliisi kutegeera ki kye baliko kino baakikoze ku lwaki so twebuuza poliisi etutte ebintu bino ebyekkeneenye ebiverifying nti kakati poliisi yatutte omulimu gw'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda tulinze tuwulire okuva eri poliisi nga naffe bwetukola assessment damage ebaddewo n'ebintu ebirala byonna bye batutte tulabe kituzzaako ffe nga NUP okusookera ddala twagala okwebaza abavubuka ababaddewo wano kubanga poliisi n'amagye bagezezzaako okubasoomooza bave mu mbeera bateekebwa effujjo ngeri effujjo kuba gavumenti etera negamba nti people power NUP abo bakozi ba ffujjo n'ebirala naye abavubuka abaffe ababaddewo wano njagala beebaza nti babadde bakakkamu era tutegeddeko nti poliisi ena n'abavubuka be bataddetaddemu babasoomooze kati abagaayi tubazingeko tubasobola naki n'ebirala abavubuka ne bagamba nedda tetulina musango gwe tukoze tetulina tteeka litumenye tuli wano ku mateeka teri tteeka litukugira kujja ku kitebe kyaffe kuwayamuko n'abakulembeze baffe so ne basigala nga bakakkamu ate poliisi yo yekoze ffujjo nga balina ebyuma basaza enzigi za ofiisi zaffe ne bamenyamu ne bayingira ne batwala ebintu byonna bye batutte so ne kyeyolekera ddala baani abakozi b'effujjo ate baani abatali bakozi b'effujjo poliisi ne gavumenti ya Mwai Museveni kye bagezaako okukola bagezaako tusala speed poliisi ne gavumenti ya Mwai Museveni bagezaako otusala speed bagezaako tuserebya bino byebakola byonna bagezaako tutiisatiisa naye ate kati bino byebakola ffe tubakakasa nti bitwongedde bwongezi maanyi bitwongedde buvumu oba babadde basuubira nti bajja bikola batutiisetiise kaakati tutandika okwekengera enkyukakyuka gye tugoba tugiveeko tubagamba nti ebyo byonna bye bakola balinga abasiba ensaano ku mazzi kati tweyongedde buvumu kubanga ekitegeeza nti awali ekinyusi wennyini we tukutte tunywereze ddala bajja gezaako okutiisatiisa bannayuganda beegwanyiza enkyukakyuka omanyi gye twatandikira eyo nga bagamba Kyagulanyi Basenyonyi mwena people power ne NUP abo bavubuka bato bye bakola tebabimanyi kwegamba nga balinga abatunyooma ffe tugamba tewali buzibu akaseera katuuse ne balaba nti bano abavubuka be twanyoomanga bali ku mulamwa bannayuganda babaaniriza babasembeza bannayuganda beegwanyiza enkyukakyuka kati kino Mwami Museveni ne gavumenti ye kye bagezaako okukola kujja bannayuganda ku mulamwa ogulwanirira enkyukakyuka naye ffe tubakakasa nti byonna bye bakola balinga abasiba ensaano ku mazzi kubanga kati ffe obuvumu bweyongezi kubanga singa bano abasajja tebatya tebaalize wano okutiisatiisa kumenya zi ofiisi zaffe okutwala ebiwandiiko byonna bye batutte naki n'ebirala nti singa tebaafuna katengo bali badde tebatuwa na budde bwabwe naye kati bino bye batandise okukola bannayuganda mu kitegeere bano ate batidde kubanga balaba tubatwala balaba enkyukakyuka esembedde bala nti abavubuka be basooka okunyooma ate kati bali ku mulamu ogw'enkyukakyuka ate bannayuganda nabo babeegasseeko so fe omulanga gwe tukubira bannayuganda bali eyo bannaye tweyongere okubeera n'obuvumu tweyongere kuguma nti owabadde basuubira nti bajja tutiisatiisa batusale sipiidi batukange kakati tubalage nti ate kati obuvumu bweyongedde bweyongezi nti kakati lo gye tubadde nayo yeeyongedde bweyongezi nti omulama gwe tuliko tusigale nga tusonga mbeere kubanga ensolo ku kizigo kweri. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala. Yes, please. Anji? Yes. Of course, ekirala kye batutendezi CCTV camera zaffe zisaava byonna babitutte. Ffe ng'ekibiina tulinze tuwulire poliisi kikyegamba kubanga tebaze na search warrant. Singa baze ne search warrant yali badde eraga nti tuze okusaakinga kino nakiri naye baze buzi ne batandika okumenya ne batwala bye batutte. So tulinze tulabe oba poliisi enaafulumya kiwandiiko oba enaakoleeta etutegeeze kino kye bakoze bakikoze ku lwaki. Ebiwandiiko byonna bye batutte era tukyakola assessment ne signatures ze batutte. Ffe mwattu bannayuganda abasayininga ebintu bino gye bali bakyaliyo nti poliisi ne bwesalawo nti bagenda kubyokya bagenda bikozesa ki ffe tetutidde. Bannayuganda abazze batwagala abazze batulaga okwagala bakyaliyo nti ne signatures n'ebiwandiiko byonna bye batutte. Of course tugenda kwatagana ne balooya baffe tulabe kiki tuzaako naye ffe twagala obbakakasa kuba bayinza n'okwetoloola ate kati emisango biki bino byonna bye tulina tubikutenga ekizibiti. Meanwhile akakiiko k'ebyokulonda signatures za Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bazirinze nga bo tebajja kwagala kuwulira nti ate kati poliisi ebirina naki naye ffe tubakakasa nti byonna bye bakola balinga abasiba ensaano ku mazzi. Bannayuganda abasayininze empapula ezo poliisi zeetutte bakyaliyo era bajja kuddamu basayininge. Mwami Museveni ne gavumenti yo kibalumire ddala nga bannayuganda babalaga nti bwe munaakola mutya bo bakyaliyo era enkyukakyuka bakyajagala. So tugenda kukwatagana ne balooya baffe batubuulire ki ekiddako tugenda kukwasaganya tutya kubanga titugenda kukkiriza bumenyi bw'amateeka butambule nga bugenda mu maaso. Naye weewaawo ffe emirimu gyaffe gigenda sigala nga gitambula nti ebiwandiiko bye batutte era ba aspirants baffe tujja bategeeza bafiiringe nga bukyali tuddemu tubisayininge. Bannayuganda abadde basayininze foomu ezinominating Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bagenda kuddamu babisayininge. So bye bakola byonna nga bwe mbagambye balinga abasiba ensaano ku mazzi. Bagezaako okulemesa ba aspirants baffe okubeera nominated okuyingira parliament. Bagezaako okulemesa Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu okubeera nominated okwewandiisa afuke president wa Uganda. Kyobudola abatwala ebiwandiiko byaffe ne signature nakina ebirala naye byonna bye bakola balinga abasiba ensaano ku mazzi. Tujja kukola butaweera weewaawo akadde kagwayo naye tugenda kukola speed tubalage nti enkyukakyuka tukyajagala. So what we are going to do, we had actually in total all the signatures that majority of them had come through. A few are still coming from the field. All right, those that were doing the tally for us told us we had 7 million signatures so far that we had gotten, because Ugandans out there want change. They are hungry for change. All right. Did I say that? So we are making an assessment. So everything that was here pretty much has been taken, and we are still doing a very quick assessment. What's around, what is not. Yeah. But most of those things have been taken, and like I'm saying, their plan is to try and frustrate Honorable Kyagulanyi's being on the ballot paper. They tried that with the academic documents. They tried that with all these many different things, the cases, trumped up charges and all these different things, to try and make it difficult for him to be on the ballot paper. And now that they know the Electoral Commission is waiting for these signatures, so now they are using that tactic too. Let's take these signatures so that Honorable Kyagulanyi does not have what to present to the Electoral Commission to get nominated. That's their plan. But we are saying whatever they plan to do, it is a total waste of time because we are going to do everything possible to make sure that we get the signatures that are required. Whatever they've taken, yes, we're going to try and chase within the law and so on, but you know how that usually goes. You know, police will say, we're holding on to this as exhibits, and then you begin a court process that might take forever. Meanwhile, the deadline is drawing near. So for us, we are already activating our mobilizers to start the process immediately, to begin collecting the signatures that are required, even as our lawyers pursue the legal issues to say, these guys raided this place, they did not have a search warrant, they've taken our property, they've taken our documents and all these different things. Why? That's illegal. So as our lawyers are chasing that, we are also becoming proactive. And so we have already reached out to our mobilizers and asked them, please restart collecting these signatures, you know. And if those people are saying, but wait a minute, I already signed, why ask me to sign again? We are hoping that they've been able to see what has happened. So that is, both fronts are ongoing. Chetuli mukola. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so banaffe abadde bakunganya emikono egisinga gyonna gyabadde nga gyatuuse dda wano kubanga nga tugitwala ku lwokutaano mu kakiiko k'ebyokulonda nga tugirina wano tweteekateeka kubanga gize nga giva mu field yonna. So banaffe abazibaze babaze era ne batukakasa nti tubadde tulina miliyoni 7 obukadde 7 obwa signatures ez'abannayuganda abagamba nti affe twagala nkyukakyuka era Kyagulanyi tukusembye. Era nga bwe mbagambye nti gavumenti ya Mwami Museveni kye bagezaako okukola kulemesa Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu okubeera ku ballot paper ky'obudola batwala bino ebintu ne signatures n'ebirala bakigezaako ebiwandiiko bye ne bagamba kino naki ne bamuteekako ebisangosango bamulemese okubeera ku ballot paper. So n'ebino ebiwandiiko bye batutte ne signatures kye bagezaako okukola kubanga akakiiko k'ebyokulonda kalinze signatures zino ku lwokutaano era nga tubadde tuzikuŋŋaanyiza tuzitwale. Naye kati bazitutte poliisi nga baagala tutuuke wali akakiiko katubuuze biriwa. So ffe kye tukola tukozesa enjuyi zombi era tukwasaganye ne balooya baffe batandike okukola ku musango ogwo kuba poliisi kyekoze n'amagye kimenya amateeka. Bazze wano tebalina search warrant, batutte ebintu byaffe, batutte signature, tubabuuza abaffe mutuyambako kuzitwala bukakiiko k'ebyokulonda kikye mukola kubanga tulina transport yaffe egenda zitwala n'ebirala. Okay, so balooya baffe nga followingako ebyo bannaffe abali mu field abanoonya signature tubagambe bannaye kakati ate muddemu speed mutandika okufuna signatures endala ziri bwe baziremera tube nga tulina zitusobola otwala mu kakiiko okuwandiisa Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Okay, thank you. Muliakole.
Soga. Soga. Okanziremu ku akati kyemugenda okuzaako right now. Kyokwa kyemukozesa kyemugenda okuzaako ne
So what we're doing, since they've taken all these documents and so on, we are using a two-pronged approach. Yeah, our lawyers have now quickly begun following up this issue because police came without a search warrant and they took all these different things. They raised paraphernalia, they took documents and signatures that had come through because we are going to present this to the Electoral Commission on Friday, but they've taken all these different things. And so we are wondering, have they now become...
Yes, our dear viewer, we are so glad that you've been following us all the way from the start of this situation. We've just heard from the spokesperson of the National Unity Platform and also the spokesperson of the People Power Movement. We're so glad that you've been following all the way from the start. He is saying, among the key things that he's talking about, he's saying that they are already reaching out to the people who had given them signatures that are over 7 million signatures that have been taken by police and the military, and now they are going to start collecting others as they reach out to their legal team to also pursue the legal part of the side to sue these people who came in without a search warrant and took everything that they had here. Today, this invasion, we might call it an invasion or an attack on the political party that is legally registered, as the spokesperson says, is uncalled for according to the party administration. There are very many things that were taken inside these offices. However, some of them were the documentations of some of the people that are going to be nominated tomorrow, that expect to be nominated tomorrow, who had brought their papers to be signed by the Secretary General of the National Unity Platform to see that they go for nominations tomorrow for the MP going to take place tomorrow and on Friday. However, the spokesperson of this party says they are just more and more determined to see that they go on with their party and also go on with serving Ugandans as they lead them through what they call the revolution to overthrow the Museveni regime. The second thing that Joel Singh talked about is the issue of of young people who were here who didn't act violently. You know, government has always come out to brand people power supporters as violent people, but they didn't cause any chaos with the police officers who cut the doors and cut everything that led them into the People Power Secretariat here, or the National Platform Secretariat. So Johnson says, like they have been saying, they are not violent people. They are just peace-loving Ugandans who are seeking change, and the change of power from one government, that is the 35-year-old government of President Museveni, to a new government which is supposed to be led by Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the president of the National Unity Platform. I would like to tell you that we want to hear to police, and we are going to be looking out for the police explanation about this. Of course, they are going to come up with all trumped up explanations about this invasion, but we shall be covering them and hear what they have to say, and we shall be bringing you all the reasons that they are giving for invading and taking all the documents, all the berets, all the uniforms, all the t-shirts, and everything that they have collected from here. Another thing that they have taken is the CCTV server where everything is stored as these cover everything that goes on a day-to-day basis. They have not given any reason as to why they have taken everything that was here. My party is more determined to carry on the activities, and it's more determined to say that its supporters are not weak. This is a tactic to weaken them and slow them down as they take things like signatures for the presidency, signatures for the MPs, and all those documentations that they have taken. Yeah, we would like to say we're signing out today. Right now we're signing out, but anything can come up, and we shall be coming back to serve you and also present you everything. I thank my brother Jonan that has been on the set also all the way from the start. My brother Richard Kalema and others who have been serving you right from the start. And we say we are broadcasting everything that comes up. Stay tuned to Ghetto TV. We love you. I'm Ashraf Saifullah Kasiria.